Hey guys, Mr. Decker here. This is 1.03 Formula and Function Practice, continuing on with our exploration of spreadsheets. The essential question for this lesson and the two coming after it is what is so useful about formulas and functions in spreadsheets anyway? After this lesson, you should be able to use formulas and functions using cell data to answer basic math questions. The directions for this lesson are as follows. Watch the video below to learn how to enter formulas and functions into a spreadsheet to solve simple math problems. The spreadsheet is set up to automatically tell you whether you entered your formula or function correctly and got the math problem right. Answer every math problem with a formula or function as shown in the video. When you are confident enough with the process, you can do this on your own without my help. Submit your spreadsheet on this assignment page when you have answered all the math problems correctly. All right, and per usual with these Google assignments, if you, for whatever reason, have slept since the last time you submitted a Google assignment in Canvas, here's instructions on how to do that. All right. I already have my formula and function practice spreadsheet open. You'll open yours from down here. So I'm just going to hop over. And here's what it looks like. Let me get this out of the way. All right. So we've got our 1.03 formula and function practice here. The first thing the directions say is in cell M2, correctly type your first and last name. So here's cell M2. I know that it's M2 because it says that it's M2 up here in the name box on the top left of my screen. Amazing how that works. All right. Now, so in this box, I can double click to make a cursor appear, or just clicking off of it, or come back into it. If it's highlighted, I can still type, and there's my name. All right. Obviously, you will not type my name. You could if you really wanted to, but if you want credit for this, then you'll type your name, whatever that might be. Right? If your name is Stud Mc Awesome Sauce, or Ginger Red Hair, or Pickles McTavish, you get the point, right? You know how to type your name. You hopefully remember your name. Let's see. The next thing we need to do, type the formula or function in the cell indicated. If you get the formula or function correct, it will say, great. If not, it will just show an asterisk. Good luck. All right. So right here in these yellow boxes is where I want to type my formulas and my functions. All right. This is going to help you out. This is how we do math in a spreadsheet. Okay. In cell B7, that's this one. I know that because it tells me up here in the name box. Amazing how that works. All right. So down here, either highlighted or double clicked into it so you can see your cursor, whatever floats your boat, right? Whatever makes you happy. The clouds in the sky above, whatever it is that brings a smile to your face. You can either click like that, or you can double click if you need to see that cursor for peace of mind. All right. In cell B7, type a formula that would add the cells above that contain 24 and 13. Well, when it's talking about the cells above, it's talking about these cells right here from C2 to G6. If I select all of it, it tells me C2 through G6. Amazing how that works. All right. Computer science is pretty cool. In cell B7, type a formula that would add the cells above that contain 24 and 13. So what I want to do, every formula and every function that you ever type is going to start with one keystroke And that is, boom, equals. You see that, kids? You see that? You're learning something right now. Every formula and every function you ever enter into a spreadsheet will have the equal sign at the start. Equal sign at the start. All right. Now, I want to do what here? I'm making a formula that will add the cells above that contain 24 and 13. So what I want to do here is say equals, clicky right here. I know that it's D4, so I'm going to type D4, and I'm going to put the plus symbol. That's the plus symbol, and I'm going to add the cell that has 13 in it, which is E6. Did you see that magic happen? Did you see it? I clicked on it, and it magically appeared here. Now if I click or hit the enter key, it gives me the answer to that formula, and it tells me I did a great job. Notice the asterisk here indicating that it's wrong. You got it wrong, man. You haven't even done this yet. All right, great, right here. Total right, 1. Moving on. All right, the second one. In cell B8, which is this one, I know that because it tells me in the name box. Amazing how that works. All right. Type of formula that would divide the cell above that contains 18 by the cell that contains 3. So I'm going to be dividing the cell that contains 18 by the cell that contains 3. So remember what key I press first? Can you tell me? Do you remember? It's this one. Yeah, every single time. It's that one. All right. It's the equal sign. So equals, the one that contains 18 is E2. So E2 divided by the one that contains 3, which is D5. I know that because it's in column D and it's in row 5. D5, enter, I get my answer. In cell B9, type a formula that would multiply the cells above that contains 8 and 15. Okay, so I'm going to say equals, imagine that, and multiplying the cells that contain 8 and 15. So where's the 8? 8. So I just clicked on it. Times, you want to do the asterisk, and then I'm multiplying it by 15. So I want to find the 15. There it is. Click on that. Enter. Great. In cell B10, type a formula that would subtract 6 from 19. So 19 minus 6. Read that right? Formula that would subtract 6 from 19. So 19 minus 6 is the formula here. So equals 19 minus, where's the 6? Where are you? There it is. Enter. Great. In cell B11, type a formula that would add the cells above that contain 1, 10, and 25. So I'm adding 3 numbers this time. So how do we do that? How do we add 3 numbers together? Gosh, we've only added 2 so far. Okay, so equals 1 plus 10 plus 25. Enter. Great. In cell B12, type a formula that would subtract 4 from 23. 4 from 23. Subtract 4 from 23. So 23 minus 4. So what do I start with? Do you remember, kids? Equals. All right. 23 minus 4. So 23 minus 4. Oh, click the wrong thing. Minus 4. Enter. Great. In cell B13, type a formula that would divide the cell above that contains 12 by the cell that contains 4. Equals 12 divided by 4. Is that what we're doing? 12 divided by 4. enter, great. See what I did there? So if I click here, I can see the formula up here. When I'm grading this, I'm not just going to look for great, and the total right? I'm going to be looking up here to make sure you put the formula in correctly, because if you didn't, even if this is great, you still got it wrong. You can't just type the number in there and call it good. I got to see that formula. All right. In cell B14, type a formula that would multiply 2 by 6 by 17. So this one is going to be the same as we worked out this one, except instead of the plus symbol in there and right there, you're going to put the asterisk for multiplication, which we used right here. You can see what the asterisk looks like. And you're just multiplying 3 numbers. In cell B15, type a formula that would add cells above that contain 7, 22, and 8. You know how to do that already. In cell B16, type a formula that would subtract 2 from 23 and then add that number to 20. Let's do that one together. So equals, subtract 2 from 23. So 23 minus, I'm just hitting the key on my keyboard. Nothing magic is happening. G4 minus 2 plus 20. Enter. Well, it's correct. All right. Type a function that would add 7, 9, 12, 4, and 8. You can do that. Oh, no, you can't. You don't know how to do a function yet. Let's do functions. Functions are a little bit different from formulas. Let's take all this madness out of here. Boop, 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 boop. All right, back down here, type of function. Here's the first function. In cell B17, type of function that would add 7, 9, 12, 4, and 8. So 7, 9, here's 7, 9, 4, 12, and 8. They're all in the same column. They're all in column C. So we can make this super easy. We're going to say equals sum. We're adding multiple numbers. Click sum from this dropdown. It's going to automatically add the open parentheses. And then you can see how sum should be formatted. Value 1 plus, or comma, space, plus value 2. Close that parentheses. But we are going to be adding all of these. And notice instead of a comma and a space after that comma, it has a colon. That colon in a spreadsheet is saying through. So it's saying add C2 through C6. Close that parentheses, enter, great. All right. In cell B18, type a function that would average 4, 3, 22, and 21. 4, 3, 22, and 21. They're all in the same row here. So that makes my life a little easier. So average right here is the numerical average value in a data set. So average, and then I'm just going to click and drag across from 4 to 21, from C5 to G5. Close my parentheses, enter, great. All right, in cell B19, type of function that would give a maximum number for all numbers shown above. So in this one, we're going to type, I forgot something, the equals sign. Equals max, select max. It automatically puts in that first parentheses and gives me some information about how this works. So I'm looking for the maximum number for all numbers shown above. So I'm going to type this one out. I know that all this grid starts at C2. So I'm going to put C2 through, with the colon, G6. Close parentheses, enter, great. All right, so 25 is the maximum number. That means it's the biggest number, the highest number in this data set. In cell B20, type a function that would give the minimum number for all numbers shown above. All right, B20, type a function that would give the minimum number for all numbers shown above. B20, type a function giving the minimum number for all numbers. Oh, minimum, just like this is easy, equals min for minimum value in a numeric data set. And this time, I'm going to show you a different method for doing this. You can click and drag to make that through, selecting all of that data set, enter 1, great. In cell B21, type a function that would give the total for all the numbers shown above. So the total, I'm just going to do equals sum. So I'm adding lots of cells together. Same thing I did on the last one, just highlighting all of those cells. Great. In cell B22, type a function that would give the average for all of the numbers shown above, so equals average, and then all the numbers. Done. Great. All right, so you have no excuse at this point to make anything less than a 100 because most of this has been answered for you. I've shown you how to do the formulas. I've shown you how to do the functions. Once you are finished with this, make sure you get it submitted on the assignment page and move on to the next one. Thanks, guys.